Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video, it's time for something completely different as we unbox the Walking Dead No Sanctuary board game. Here we go, it's the Walking Dead No Sanctuary board game, and I purchased this to get some zombies and survivor characters for my new game, Escape from Huntsville, Population Z. The game will be out next month, so this is a great time to start finding some models to use for it. Now, The Walking Dead is awesome. This was a Kickstarter project, but I got this really cheap on eBay. It was on for £10. I put an offer in for £8. It was accepted, and so with delivery, this came to £11.35 altogether. So really good deal. Recommend checking out eBay. I think you might find it for a good price if you hunt around. There's also some expansions, and they go for as little as $11.69. You might get it a little bit cheaper too. And I've got 2 expansions to unbox in later videos. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. But right now, we're going to concentrate on this one. This is the main No Sanctuary board game. And so this is going to give you loads of miniatures for your games. And it's really cool, if you like The Walking Dead, to have the actual survivors from the TV series. Let's spin this round, and on the back it's got the game contents. You're going to get 50 plastic miniatures in there, and some of those are going to be the main characters from the show. So you're going to get some 8 survivors, 30 zombies, 10 rivals, and some stranger figures too. Loads of different cards and things like that, and board tiles to play on too. But it's really the models I'm after with this. So nice cover art. It's got those main characters on there, very iconic, and you can see the same image on the rulebook that we're greeted with as soon as we open it. Now this has been used, but it's never been played with, so it's not brand new, but you'd think it was if you opened it. So this is pretty much exactly what you're going to find when you buy a box, if you do. And so here's the different scenario sheets. You've got the double-sided board tiles. As we go through the video, I'll focus on each different thing and we'll have a close look at it. So we're going to get a bunch of those to look at in a little while. We've got 2 token sheets, so these can come in handy for all sorts of games. I'm not going to be playing the Walking Dead game or going through the rules. I'll be using the models and probably some of these tokens because they're really good quality actually, and some nice ones in there. And there's another board tile. That's the CDC, if you remember from the show, where they went in there. It's even got the tanks outside, so that's pretty cool. Then we've got some cards here for our characters that we use during gameplay. And then you can see the rest of the box is going to be full of all sorts of things. So we've got some special dice. We've got little card packs. I'll get these open as well so you can have a look at. Because if you want to get it to play the game, I mean, if you can get it for the same price, it's got to be worth giving it a go. It's going to be pretty fun, I imagine. But we've got like 4 different card packs to open up and have a look through. And then comes the best bit. The bit I'm looking forward to, and it's all the zombies. So you're going to get 3 of these plastic trays. So 50 miniatures altogether, 8 survivors, and then all the zombies and some other like NPCs. And so there we go, 3 trays, and also those little rings that you put on the bases, just so your characters can stand out, especially if you don't want to paint them. This is a real quick way to identify the survivors from the zombies. So now let's get busy going through each of these in more detail as we work through the video. And let's start with the tiles. And here you can see they're pretty good quality. They're not super thick, but they're certainly thick enough that they're not going to buckle or bend. And they're in this high gloss, and you've got all different things, campsites, streets, you've got the CDC that we saw. So nice detailed. It's all like broken up into these zones. Each tile is also numbered as well. So when you look at the maps later on, and the different scenarios, you'll know exactly where to place the tiles and put them. You've got different buildings, and so they've got like the yellow squares around them, so I guess you'll be searching in them and things like that. So that's pretty cool. And then you've got your scenario sheets. Now you're going to get a bunch of these, and this one's a little bit messed up. The print has gone over on here, so there's a bit of an error. So that's not great. If you paid the Kickstarter price for this, it would have been pretty expensive. And so to get something like that's not cool. And hopefully it wasn't on all of them. But I'm not complaining. For just over £10, I'm happy. And I won't even be using these anyway, so it's no big deal for that. So you've got a few of them in here though. So if you want to get it to play the game, you're going to have a nice amount of scenarios to play through. And again, it's going to go along with the episodes from the series, so it's all going to be very familiar and a great way to act out some of your favourite scenes from the show. Next we've got the rulebook, and I won't be going through the rules, but just give you a quick look. And as standard for these games, you get to see everything that's included, and then it starts breaking down. You can see the zones there for the map where you put the tiles together. It looks like you'll be using 4 tiles at a time. And yeah, lots of text here, not too many images or examples, but not too much to read. I mean, this is a very short rulebook, but there's quite a lot crammed in there. And yeah, but to get started, I think it'll be pretty easy to learn to play. Here's the 2 token sheets, and so these are pretty nice actually, really good. On the back you've got like focus, stress, trust, and then some nice images on the other side, and numbered ones too, great for objective markers, things like that. So these are going to come in really handy for my game Population Z. And then here you've got your little sheets to use as you play. You've got rules for strangers, so you're going to get some like NPC type characters. The no sanctuary group, so you're going to have your players there using that. And then outlaws, so you've got some rivals going on too. And then you've got 1 card for each of the main characters. So here we've got Shane, and you can use him as an ally and also as a survivor there. So there we go, that's got all the information on that you'll need to play the game, and that ties it in with the rules. So this is going to be like almost a quick reference and something you use during the game. You've got some little discs at the top where you'll put certain tokens and things like that. So that's nice to use as your little control panel when you're playing it. So pick your favourites and then you can get playing the game. So really cool to act these out. And isn't it awesome how Rick is British but such a strong accent in the show? Then we've got the dice, and these are specific, unique dice to the game. You can see they've got all the different logos on there. So you'll be using those dice, everything you need. And then we've got 4 card packs. So let's get open the Survivor ones first and we'll have a look through. Each Survivor is going to have a series of cards. So we've got Rick here as the example, and you see on the back it's got the image. And then you're going to get lots of cards in the different colours that relate to different aspects of the game. So you've got green, yellow and red. And so you're going to get a little set like this for each of the survivors. The next pack is the events pack, so you're going to get a good chunk of cards here as well. And I've got to say, these are really nice quality, and you've got them in this yellow, green and red, so like a traffic light system. I guess as things get more dangerous, the colours go up from green to red, and some more reference cards there too. But most of this is going to be the pack of events. Then there's the 2 small packs, and the first one is going to be the map pack. So this is basically just going to tie in with all the different maps and showing you probably where to place things like zombies or characters on the different map tiles. Then there's the search deck, so this is just going to give you things like objectives and items, things you're going to find along the way during the game, from bottled water to tools, even walker guts added in there. Let's have a look at the models now. So you get these little rings that you can place on the bottom. So when you're playing the survivors, you've got 4 different colours. And then there's 3 trays of zombie models and survivors. So let's grab the first one. Here's the survivors. So we've got the main characters from season 1 there. Not all of them, but certainly a good selection. And you can pick the other ones up in the expansion. And then you've got some zombies going on as well. So 8 survivors, and then the rest on this tray are zombies. And all these zombies are repeats. So you're not going to get a huge amount of variety in here. Not as much as Zombicide, but still they're pretty good and really handy to have once you start putting together big hordes. Let's get in close and have a look at the details on one of them. I've grabbed Daryl here to look at. And here he is. Not brilliant quality, but certainly it's okay. And I think once you get this painted up, use some contrast paints on it, it's going to work nicely. The zombies are pretty cool too. Again, nice and simple, not too much going on, just a few colours, so you can get those ready in no time. I'll be using mostly metal miniatures that I'll be sharing with you very soon for my survivors. But for zombies, I think this is a really good way to go. And also to have some extra survivors is handy as well. The next tray, you can see you've got the NPCs, and again, they're all repeats, so you're going to get 10 of the same, and then 10 or so, 10 zombie females as well. And they're all repeated as well. But I think, worked out just over 20 pence per model if you don't count the rest of the game. Can't complain, really. And then we've got these ones here, they've got the riot gear on, and some other NPC characters, which could easily work as zombies, that's no problem. An opportunity there maybe to hack some up as well, to make them different, that'd be quite fun. Here they are up close, one on the right is going, whoa, hold on a minute, as the zombies approaching in that riot gear. But I think, I'm going to make those into zombies and hack them up. That's going to be a good way to go. This would be great for a prison scene as well. So again, if you're playing more from the show and you haven't got the expansions, that might be quite cool. So there you go, that's the Walking Dead No Sanctuary board game, and I'll be doing the expansions for this very soon. I've got 2 to unbox and take a look at too. Loads more zombies and special characters. But I think for the money, if you can get this for around £11, it's got to be worth it for that many zombies. And maybe even give the game a go. I mean, why not? If you're a fan of the show, it might be fun to play too. With all those cards as well in such good quality, it would be a shame almost not to play it. So maybe I'll give it a go one day. But for now, I'm just going to be focusing on it for my game Escape from Huntsville Population Z. So there we go, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope it gave you a good idea about what to expect from this board game. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit that notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.